You can and should have junk food as part of your reading diet. And this could just be my pet peeve, but I can't stand it when people only read really highbrow things, fiction or nonfiction, and look down on people who ever includes something that's a little more light or a little more fun. Part of that is that reading for me is highly situational. Like, I enjoy an 800-page biography as much as the next guy, but if I'm on the beach and I have a margarita, I want to be reading a trashy thriller. And over the last couple of years, if I'm sick and lying in bed, my comfort read, I swear to God, has been the ACOTAR books. On the Kindle app, on my phone. The laziest, lowest form of life imaginable. I think you can argue reading is a moral good. I would make that argument, for example, but reading is also consuming art. And art is great when it has lofty aspirations. Art is also great when it meets people where they are. And we hold reading to a different standard than I think other forms of art. Like, for example, Parasite's an incredible movie and I love it and it deserves all of the praise that it's gotten. But there's some nights where it's more fun to watch Step Brothers, and both of those pieces of art can exist without us having to constantly compare one to the other. They are aimed at doing different things, the same way that different books do different things. I do wonder if some aspect of this phenomenon with reading has to do with the performative nature of it. Obviously, performative is a buzzword today, but back when the Kindle got introduced, there were all these conversations about how part of the reason 50 Shades of Grey became so successful was because you could read it on a train and no one actually knew what you were consuming. Now, again, look at ACOTAR, look at Fourth Wing. We are far removed from those days of judgment, but I do think there is a judgment people sometimes feel others have of them based off of the, quote-unquote quality of what they are reading. And it is better to read consistently, even if every now and then you need the literary equivalent of a chocolate bar, than it is to put down books or not read at all just because it's 800-page biographies or 600-page dense literary fiction or nothing. Like, some days or some weeks, I'm only capable of reading an interesting graphic novel or like a flighty, light science fiction fantasy thing. And on net, I think that time spent reading those things is still better than doom scrolling my phone or watching trashy TV. Now, all of this said, I think the opposite is also true. It is important to push yourself with your reading as well. Reading difficult material pushes you to be a better reader and convinces you that there are things out there that you can consume, even if they seem intimidating at first. Anyways, I think a reading diet is a lot like any other healthy diet where a little variety goes a long way. You should absolutely treat yourself once in a while. And whenever you can, it's good to try new things.